Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, "You shouldn't have," but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattleman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to football. Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv, and what? Hear what? I hear myself? Should I not be hearing myself? I thought I sounded pretty good, now all of a sudden you got me nervous.
Well, we had a sound effect going there. You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear the sound effect.
It's sound like you were Darth Vader. Sorry about that, folks.
Luke, you're my son.
Yeah,
Anyhow, as we were saying, welcome to football. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv. This ought to be a fun one if it's starting off, 10 seconds into the broadcast with Darth Vader joining the broadcast booth. We want to say hi to Alexis Brooke Allen. She says, let's go Tigers in number 11. Fran Lively has joined us. Brian Campbell and Austin Simmons have joined us on a football Friday night, week number 11, and week number 1 of high school playoff time. And as if on cue, Veterans Day weekend, the weather takes a turn for the colder. I went back and looked, and over the last several years, I've been trying to take pictures of the front lawn on Veterans Day, and almost every single year, either the day before, the day of, or late in the night of Veterans Day, the weather changes, and it turns into what it is here this evening. So it ought to be interesting as the train is in the background. This is Americana right here. Did Norman Rockwell ever make a football painting?
He should have, if he did.
This is a great setting right here. This would be perfect.
It's awesome. Football weather, Michael Barnes.
Got the football weather going on. We've got Veterans Day being celebrated. We've got trains that go by during the broadcast. This is as good as it gets here in Moreland, America, and we're inside, which is even better.
Yeah, that was awesome. Quick negotiation with Coach Powers, and we're all good.
I brought every stitch of golf clothing I have, and it's in the back of my truck in case we were going to be outside, and there was that opportunity. But as we mentioned, some negotiations went on, and we are indoors. Not heated, you might add, but it's still better than being outside.
They had a heater there cranked up before everybody got here, but it was moaning and groaning. I didn't something about a fire danger.
Well, there you go.
So it's not on.
We welcome Chad Augustine into the booth. Chad, nice to have you alongside. This is the third meeting in the last 4 seasons. Thank you, Frankie Valli. Oh, what a night, December 1963. Between these two ball clubs back in 2019, Mangum hosted the Bearcats at the Liberty Bowl and were victorious 31-12. Then 2 years ago, on the 13th of November, Moreland pushed Mangum literally all over the field and won that ball game 38-13. We researched this week trying to find out the history between the two clubs. All we could find were ball games that took place in the postseason, and there have been 4 of those coming into tonight. I mentioned the 2 games in 19 and 20. In 06, Mangum beat Moreland 42-7 in the first round of the playoffs, and then in 2015, Moreland beat Mangum, shut them out, in fact, in the first round of the playoffs, 39-0. So a lot of history between the two ball clubs in the opening round of the playoffs, as you can ascertain. We talked through the last 4 seasons they have played. You go back to 2015, and, it's 4 of the last 7. So there you go. There is a little bit of history for you as we get ready for this one on a Veterans Night here in Northwest Oklahoma. I was kidding Chad when I came into the broadcast booth. It was 7 weeks ago that district play began over at Apache. You'll remember that was the night that the sun was glaring in our press box.
Tell you what.
Literally 100 degrees plus inside the press box.
Yes, sir. It was very hot. And, had me thinking about that, too. And just we go from our equipment to getting so hot it will not run to now we're bundled up and the playoffs are here.
Moreland forecast as we check the Weather Channel, as we normally do, 35. Currently feels like 31. They're going to drop down to 21 tonight in the Moreland metro area, and there is a freeze warning in effect. So bring in those tender plants and vegetation before nightfall gets too much further along. Dirk, if you're watching this evening, good to have you alongside, buddy. We appreciate that. And Chad and I both made comment of the fact that you would be delighted with the big M in the middle of the field representing Moreland and Veterans Day. And it looks like they've also got their seniors listed on each side of it. So a festive evening indeed. This is one of those iconic places to come watch a football game if you are a fan. We mentioned Apache a moment ago. This is a place, too, where you can come and drive into the facility and park your vehicle and sit and watch the ball game from your vehicle.
They're filling up fast, the spots.
The young woman who gave me the program when I came in and I explained who I was and where I was from, and she's like, "That's supposed to impress me. I need $10, sir." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I asked her, I said, "Well, where should I park?" She goes, "Anywhere that doesn't have a number."
There you go.
If you want to start a fight, go park somewhere where there's a number. and there you go to hear about it.
Precious commodities, and there's going to be a lot more of those and vehicles running tonight with some hot cocoa and coffee and whatever else. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of, again, the crowd is parked up all around the field. You mentioned the M with the flag on there. The 50 and the 220s have flags on them, and the red, white, and blue, and look sharp. The colors of Moreland are blue and white. So again, the markings on the field blue every 5 yards. So you are right. This is a big day, a big night. We thank all of our service men and women, home and abroad. It is really an honor, and we honor you and everything you have done and continue to do to serve this nation. There's a lot of folks that serve overseas, a lot of folks in the Altus area, of course. And again, it's a real small part of the year that we say this out loud. We should say it more, but again, happy Veterans Day.
And we will have more on that after we take a time out. We've got Moreland and Mangum coming up. It is Football Friday Night from Moreland on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. We are so excited about the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages, and our store is well stocked for a great shopping experience. Come see us, visit us on Facebook, or shop the website at dapyr14.com, and go Tigers.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, "You shouldn't have," but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Welcome back to Moreland as we get set for the Bearcats and the Tigers in the opening round of the Class A football playoffs here on Classic Hits 97.7 on the Facebook page and also on oksports.tv. Want to say hi to Dave McCook, who's listening and watching in from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina this evening. Dave, always a good pleasure to have you alongside. How about Leanne Kaufman? She's watching my favorite number 80. Hey, Coach, how are you? She's watching my favorite number 80, she says, from Washington, D.C. Wow, what a week it has been in Washington, D.C. My goodness.
I tell you what, that's a very important town this week.
Yeah, there's just been a few things going on out there on the East Coast. Before we went to break, Chad was talking about Veterans Day and the importance of not recognizing just our veterans one day of the year, but every day of the year. One neat thing that will take place here tonight involving the Mangum Tigers will be First Sergeant Mike Rogers. Michael Rogers is an honorary captain tonight for the Mangum Tigers as appointed by Sam Powers, and how fantastic is that? Mike is somebody that we know quite well. We worked with him at the Department of Human Services. He was one of my fellow child welfare workers. Got to know Mike quite well. Mike then was deployed several times while his daughters were playing softball and basketball, Sarah and Nicole, and there were many times where he was located, and you couldn't know where he was located because of the sensitivity of what he was doing.
Wow.
He would listen and watch to the ball games overseas.
That's impressive.
And Mike one time actually sent me a picture of himself in his uniform from an unspecified location, a picture that I saved and was able to share today on my Facebook page.
Wow, that's cool.
In honor of him being named the honorary captain. And that is just, I mean, that, to me, that it just doesn't get any better than that, Chad Fox.
Yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. And, again, a big day. And so thank you, Mr. Rogers, and, again, everyone in the service. There's 6 different service branches, and anyway, it's a big day. Happy Veterans Day.
Joining Mike out there, Mike, the honorary captain, Nathan Augustine, of course, captain all year long, Aiden Warner, Jackson Reisner, and Jake Green, the captains for the Tigers. And the captains for Moreland will include their seniors, led by Carter Sampson, also out there, Austin Owens, and Kelton Smith. Oh. Ridge Purviance is the captain, along with Jason Snoblen, and the final member of that honorary captain's or the captain squad for Moreland, Tate Vanderwerk. But you can see Mike out there. He is next to Nathan Augustine, and as I said, Mike is somebody that we consider a friend. We had many good conversations that weren't related to child welfare. Obviously, we did. And I'll say this: we miss Mike sorely at our child welfare offices as well. Not just from a professional standpoint, but from a personal standpoint as well. Tracy Dale Smith has joined us in the broadcast booth. Tracy Dale, by the way, I had a chance to talk to your son and shake his hand last week after the ball game against Snyder. You guys have done well with him. What a fine young man. He is a delight and a treat. And I always say this about kids that I have a great deal of interest in, and he's one of those that I would invite him into my home. There are teenagers that you wouldn't invite into your home. Certainly, Brody Smith is one that we would. Someday we'll have to tell stories about Brody when he was young and some of the things he did while we were playing slow pitch softball. He's an honorary Altus Merchant softball player. Moreland wins the toss. They have elected to defer, so Mangum, I believe, will receive, and indeed they will on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. By the way, Jenna Scott, and you're right, and I was going to get to that, but what a great night it is for Mike Rogers, the honorary captain. His son, Avery, will play here tonight in the ball game, scored a couple of touchdowns last week. And just to put a bow on it, Jenna Scott reminding us, and we were going to say this as well, Mike's wife, Holly, is celebrating her birthday today.
Happy birthday. Congratulations. That's a big...
And I'm probably going to get into trouble for saying this, but Jenna put it on Facebook, so it's fair game. Yeah, Holly's 50 today. I just thought I'd pass that along.
That is not old compared to us.
Well, you're not even. Hey, man, how are you? Good to see you, man. Hey, seeing some of our old friends here, Leland Searcy, who apparently has turned in his whistle and is no longer refereeing. We're back to Moreland after this on Classic Hits 97.7. Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, Locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Chad Fox, Michael Barnes, and a veritable cast of thousands with you tonight as we get set for the kickoff between Mangum and Moreland in a Class A first-round bowl game here in Moreland, America. Cesare Rowell says, hey, let's go Tigers. I'm watching from home tonight. She also loves how they did the field. Austin Simmons has joined us back. David Henry, let's go Tigers, Tiger Pride, and indeed. So we've got Moreland and Mangum coming up. Moreland coming in as the number 2 team inside District A1, a district that was won by Fairview. Fairview tonight at home, entertaining Snyder in a ball game up the road. Elsewhere, Walters is hosting Burns Flat, Dill City. That is a matchup between number 2 and number 3, Class A2, A1, respectively. Apache, who won District A1, or A2 rather, is entertaining Hooker tonight. And, of course, we've got Moreland and Mangum. Also, we'll keep an eye on Crescent and Dibble. Those two teams are playing. The winner will get the winner of Moreland and Mangum will get the winner of that Crescent Dibble ball game in week number 2. As we mentioned, these two teams have played, this is the third time in 4 years, so some familiarity there indeed. Check some other games for you tonight in Class B play. Hollis is entertaining Cherokee. That is an 8-man ball game. And we saw the Cherokee bus headed towards southwest Oklahoma as we were making our way towards northwest Oklahoma. I think Reedtrop was the location where we were. Derek Burnham, good to have you alongside. Derek, you know that Tipton tonight takes on Medford in an opening round Class C ball game. On the opposite side of the bracket, Mountain View, Godebo, and Buffalo will play in Mountain View. And we had a chance to wish best of luck to our good friend Jeff Coakley tonight. And Coach responded. It was like an hour before game time, and he responded. And I thought, there is no way. But I got a response. So, Coach Coakley, what we would love more than anything would be to see Tipton and Mountain View Godebo in a state championship game in about 4 weeks. Class 2A play tonight. Oh, boy, Frederick has got their hands full. That week 10 loss means they finish 4th in the district. They've got to go to Davis tonight to take on the Wolves. Ooh. That is not an easy task there. In 4A play tonight, Newcastle is at home, or rather, Elk City is at home. They entertain Newcastle. Weatherford on the road tonight at Blanchard, and Clinton, the defending state champions, they are at home against Bethany. And in 5A play this evening, before we get to the kickoff, in 5A play, Lawton MacArthur is at Carl Albert. Elgin is entertaining Guthrie this evening. So we are just about ready to get this one underway. Mangum taking on this group from Moreland, Cindy J. Smith. You got this, Tigers. Cecilia Blake Nippert is watching. Hello, Cecilia. You're breaking my heart. Love that song. Sherry Shepard Kendall has joined us. And Austin Baldwin says, watching from home, let's go number 20. Of course, that is Ashton Pride, who is back in kick coverage. And set to kick the football away will be Carter Sampson from Moreland. We're going to put 12 minutes up on the clock. We're just about ready to get this playoff contest underway. And I'm trying to determine Sampson acts like he's actually going to boot the football. A drop kick. How about that? And he bangs that ball deep. Aiden Warner tries to pick it up, and it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. Wow. So when was the last time you saw a drop kick, Chad Fox?
I don't know if I've ever, on a kickoff, I've ever seen that. That's impressive.
I think the last one I saw was in the NFL. Doug Flutie did it for the New England Patriots. It tells you how long ago that was. By the way, the ball was touched by Mangum at the 5-yard line.
Wow.
And so that's where they will get possession, 1st and 10. That caught everybody by surprise, and you would have to guess that Moreland has not done that all season long. Not only did he do it well, Carter Sampson, he kicked the ball a long way, got it over the Mangum player head. So 1st and 10, they'll go to work at their own 5-yard line, and they'll flip the strong side here to the near side of the field. Warner gets a high snap, going to take it up the middle of the field, and gets rocked after about a yard gain. Well, he got thumped pretty good there. Good pursuit on the part of Moreland. Case Donnelly was in there. Donnelly listed at 6 foot, 195, and he brought every bit of that. So we'll give him a yard on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Mangum in all white, black numerals. Got those great-looking white helmets. Moreland with their blue shirts and white numerals, white pants, and white helmets as well. Again, a high snap, and going up and getting it will be Warner, but boy, Warner going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage back at about the 4-yard line. He'll lose a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. So 2 snaps going high back to Warner, and Aiden doing all he can to keep the ball from rolling into the end zone. Wow. They'll call it 3rd and 10. They marked him down at the 10, or at the 5 rather. So 3rd down and 10 from there. Warner in his own end zone. That snap is good. Aiden rolling out of the pocket, got time, goes deep. Pass up in the air, and is it picked off? And I believe it is going to be intercepted at about the 36-yard line. Yes, the interception across the way for Moreland. So it looked like Stetson Roper on the interception. So, wow. Big turn of events there as the result of the kicking game, as Mangum pinned deep in their own territory, and then they throw an interception on the opening drive. And great field position for the Bearcats. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Mangum 36. Angie Williams-Young has joined us. Hello, Angie. Always a pleasure to have you alongside. 1st down carry here for the Bearcats, and they will just simply run it up the middle of the field inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. As what we saw a couple of years ago when we were here, just straight ahead running by the Bearcats. Alex Little Freddie Solis, let's go Tigers. And Alex, one of those Mangum, or rather Altus softball players from days gone by. So an inauspicious beginning for Mangum. 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter of play. Ball 2nd down and about 3 for the Bearcats. They have it at the Mangum 28-yard line. Full house backfield. They want to throw. And before the play gets underway, we're going to get a false start here on the wide receiver on the near side. Roper got a little bit of an early start. Jenna Scott, and Jenna, I'm quoting now, otherwise I'll get, in this day and age, I could get into trouble. Jenna says, and I'm quoting now, let's go Mangum Tigers, who, by the way, has the cutest cheerleaders, end quote, okay? So there you go. 5-yard mark off there brings up a 2nd down, a little longer than 5. Split out here on the near side, Stetson Roper. Quarterback is Carter Sampson. Sampson, 6 foot 205. He's all that and more. Going to keep the ball here, break a couple of tackles, drive with legs, has it inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line, and that'll be good enough for a 1st down. Just as we talked about it, Carter Sampson, 5'9", 205, and he is strong from the waist down. We saw it right there. Pushed the pile forward and picked up the 1st down. So a short field for Mangum, or for Moreland, rather. And they get their first down of the night. Clock running here in quarter number 1. 9:15 left of the period. Mangum defense trying to rise to the occasion. Short field after the turnover by the Tigers on the offensive side. Moreland going to send a man in motion. And again, Sampson going to keep it himself. A little quarterback counter, and look at him just push the pile inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. All kinds of white hats there, but Sampson nearly picks up another 1st down. They're going to give him 9. James Martin helping out on the stop, but again, Sampson, somebody needs to cut his hair because he's pushing everybody around the field. Carter Sampson, he got up a little gingerly, and we watch him in the huddle, a little hitch in his giddy up as Kelton Smith will bring the play in from the sidelines. 2nd down and 1 now. I formation for Moreland. One wide receiver split to the far side, but you got to bet they're going to be running the football here. And indeed they do. Give it to the tailback. All kinds of room. Left side, Austin Owens. Owens inside the 5, down to the end zone, and scores Austin Owens. So Owens, all kinds of room on that left side of the field. And he waltzed into the end zone for the early score. 8:19 left of the first period of play, and it's a 6-0 lead for the Bearcats with the extra point on the way. So the turnover and the short field, and Bearcats just simply pushed and bullied their way down the field with that running game. 36-yard score, and they'll go for two here. I formation, Owens is the tailback. He scored the touchdown a moment ago. Sampson will hand it off to the fullback, who weaves and bobs, and does he get into the end zone? He does. 2-point conversion is good for Ridge Proviance. And with 8:19 left in the first quarter of play, it is Moreland 8, Mangum nothing. Classic Hits 97.7.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattleman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827. Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Moreland impressive on their first drive defensively as they held Mangum in check, got the ball on the turnover, and then went 36 yards for the score. 2-point conversion, lead at 8-0. Carter Sampson set to kick away again, and again he will go with that drop kick look. Carter Sampson. Sampson's kick banged here on the near side and going to be fielded at about the 17-yard line by Pride. Ashton breaks it to the outside, 25-30, cuts back inside to the 35, 36, and now the 37-yard line. So Ashton Pride, first time he touches the football tonight, and he'll take it right up the middle of the field and give Mangum pretty good field position to begin the ballgame. Certainly better than what they had in the opening position. Caitlin Huckabee has joined us in the broadcast booth. She says, "Good evening, Mr. Barnes. Let's go Tigers and the honorary captain, Mikey Rogers." You bet. Mikey is his nickname, but I can't call him that. To me, he's Mike. I can't go with Mikey. Guy in uniform like that, work child welfare. 1st and 10 now. Pride in motion. High snap. They'll throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Ball going to be bobbled by Ashton, and now he'll get knocked down after he picked it up. Knocked down at about the 20-yard line. That was a flea flicker. They had Reisner going down the right side. Jackson was open, but Ashton couldn't hold on to the pass. And Mangum loses big yardage there, all the way back to the 19. The line of bank for a first down is the 47. Yikes. So if it could be bad early on for Mangum, they have found it. 2nd down and forever.
27.
Again, a high snap. They'll hand it off to Rogers, and Rogers will take it out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Hard running by Avery. So he'll get a little bit of it back, but it's going to be 3rd down and long. Ball now at the 27. So 3rd and about 20, right? Did I have that right,
yeah,
Chad?
Okay, 19, thanks. Yeah.
I like it. He's working his magic on his phone there, doing some. I don't have that many toes in gazintas. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. 3rd and long for Mangum and Aiden Warner. Warner from the pistol formation going to change the play. You look here in the slot, you'll find Reisner. And then Martinez nearest us. Again, a high snap. And a ball up for grabs. Going to be picked off by Carter Sampson at the 35. He's got the 30. Breaks to the outside at the 25. Still on his feet at the 20. Looks for a block and is finally ridden out of bounds inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. So Aiden Warner throws his 2nd interception of the night. And again, great field position. The result for Moreland, Carter Sampson picking off the pass. And it'll be 1st and 10 for this group from Moreland, 13-yard line of Mangum. Yikes.
Could not start any worse, really.
No, it could not. Cecilia Panetta has joined us. Hello, Cecilia. Terry Williams has joined us in the broadcast booth as well. So we thought it was a short field 36 yards ago. 36 yards the first time Moreland had the ball. Now they've got it at the 13. There's an incomplete pass. Carter Sampson to his wide receiver, Brennan Scarborough, and Scarborough came in. The pass went out. It'll be 2nd down and 10. A little bit of frustration on Scarborough there. It was a misread on his part. Looks like he's going to get to come to the sidelines and get coached up. So Mangum, again, they have turned the ball over twice now. They need one of the turnovers to go their way right now. 2nd down and 10. I formation for the Bearcats. Carter Sampson underneath center. Send a man in motion here on the near side. Sampson going to keep it himself, turn it up on the right side, weave his way through traffic, and finally get dragged down from behind. Making the play for Mangum, Trey Williams, but what Carter Sampson picking up almost 8. It'll be 3rd down and a little bit more than 2. So they've got it at, let's see, right about the 6. At the midway point of quarter number 1. Moreland on top, 8-0, and the Bearcats on the drive here. Again, they've just simply controlled the line of scrimmage on these first 2 drives. Hand it off to the fullback, who will dive forward, and looks like he'll pick up the 1st down. James Martin in on the stop, but Purviance will get the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal now for the Bearcats inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. Mary Pando says, go Tigers. Boy, they need to go big time here. I formation, tailback going to be Austin Owens. Let's see if Sampson just keeps it himself. Carter underneath center. Long snap count, wants to throw, fires, pass low, incomplete. That'll be 2nd down and goal. Pass intended for Scarborough. And to Sampson's credit, he put it only where Scarborough was going to make the catch. It'll be 2nd down and goal. I think you asked the question right here, the way you've been running the football, why would you throw it there?
I think you're going to see a good piece of that right now.
I don't think it goes in the air now. They'll split wide receivers to each side, but again, you go with that I formation. You got a tight end here on the near side that they'll put in motion. 2nd down goal, toss sweep, headed to the outside and into the end zone, Austin Owens. Nobody from Mangum going to catch him as he turned the corner. And the 3-yard run makes it a 14-0 ball game with 5:10 left here in quarter number 1. And the extra point attempt now for Moreland. And the Bearcats, no doubt, will go for 2 as they did the first time around. So a couple of turnovers have led to 2 scores for Moreland here in period number 1. Mangum, poor field position the first time they got the football, better field position the second time, but again, a errant play put them well behind the chains. So here we go for the 2-point conversion. I formation for the Bearcats. They want to throw. Pass, corner of the end zone is caught by Scarborough. And that'll make it a 16-0 ball game. 5:10 left in the first. Bearcats 16. Mangum looking to crack the scoring column on Classic Hits 97.7.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Lisa Wilson has joined us. She says, let's go Tigers. Loves number 10. Mangum trailing here 16-0. And so they have really struggled on the offensive end to begin the ballgame. And there's something happening, and kind of hard to put a finger on it, but the center snaps have been high and off target by Scarborough, and it has really caused some problems for Mangum on the offensive end. So see if they don't get that ironed out. It's Carter Sampson again with a drop kick. And again, this is a low line drive picked up at the 30-yard line, 35, 40, and all the way out to about the 44-yard line. Let's see who picked that up, and I believe that was, and it was Anthony Allen on the return for Mangum. So Allen did a good job, go down and get the football, and then make a nice return up the middle of the field and give great field position this time to Mangum. So the Tigers, who have been explosive all season long on the offensive side, need one of those explosive plays right about now. Martinez here on the near side in the slot, Reisner. And on the wing, you'll find Pride. And now Ashton and Augustine will flip-flop and go to the opposite side of the field. Hands it off to Rogers, and Avery tries to turn the corner, not going to get it done. He got belted before he got back to the line of scrimmage. Nice open field tackle there. Turned in, was that Jason Snobland? It was.
Mindy Green on Mangum Tiger TV on YouTube said, "Go Tigers." Had 131 people watching there. So we got Facebook as well. Got a good crowd, Michael Barnes.
All right, very good. I didn't know they can make comments on the YouTube thing. All right, good. Second down now and a dozen. So, again, Mangum behind the chains here. High snap, and they'll go with the inside reverse to Pride, and Ashton will get the yardage back that Mangum lost on the first play. It'll bring up a third down at about 10 as the ball marked at the 45-yard line. And that is a play that's been successful for the better part of the year for Mangum. And, again, good scouting on the part of Moreland. Bearcats have seen that on film, no doubt. So third down and 10. Tigers needing something good to happen here. Trailing 16-0. 4 minutes left here in quarter number one. They'll send Reiser in motion. Near side, far side. Aiden wants to throw. Warner, slip screen. Pass is caught. And after a 4-yard gain, a nice open field tackle there. Ashton Pride tackled by Snobland. And that's back-to-back tackles for Snobland. That'll bring up a fourth down at about 6. And this early in the ballgame, Chad Fox, you cannot go for it here, I don't think.
Well, we've spent the whole game on one end of the field, so got to flip it if you can, and still a ton of time.
Yeah, you're right. The ball hadn't crossed the 50-yard line. So Ashton Pride in punt formation. Snap to back him is good. He'll go a low line drive rugby kick that will stick in the turf and then roll a couple of yards inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for Moreland from there. Torrey Knapp says, "Settle down, boys. You know you can." Alexis Brooke Allen, by the way, loved the play earlier by Anthony. So the Bearcats will go to work for the first time in their own territory. They've had 2 drives that have been short. First one started at the Mangum 36. Second one at about the Mangum, 13-yard line. So see what the Bearcats dial up here in their own territory. First and 10, 3:10 left in quarter number one. They've got it at their own 22. One wide receiver split out here on the near side for the Bearcats. It's Stetson Roper. He's got man-to-man coverage. They want to throw the football. Looking the way of Roper. Ball up for grabs. Caught by Roper, and he's headed to the end zone. Roper down the near sideline. There are no flags. And with 2:58 left in quarter number one, the lead is now 22-0 with the extra point on the way. 78-yard pitch and catch, Carter Sampson to Stetson Roper. We mentioned the man-to-man coverage, and that was a case of Sampson threw the football as far as he could. Roper does a nice job of adjusting to it, and as he made the catch, Braylon Martinez fell down, and it's Katie bar the door time. Touchdown. Dusty McAlexander has joined us. Hello, Dusty. Casey Kroom says, "Go Tigers." 2-point conversion now on the way for Carter Sampson and company. Sampson, inside handoff and into the end zone untouched for 2 is Case Donnelly. So with 2:58 left in quarter number one, the lead has grown to 24-0. Bearcats out in front of Mangum. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with With customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
2:58 left in quarter number one, and it is 24-0 Moreland in front of Mangum. Tracy Dale Smith, our chief meteorologist, says, is it snowing there? It's snowing like crazy in Oklahoma City.
That is interesting. No, not snowing.
No, it's clear here.
It is nice and cold. It is cold here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean,
I thought when the warm bodies got in here.
So Sampson, deep kick that will go into the end zone, and Mangum will get a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line after the touchback.
Well, you name it, Michael. Anything that's gone wrong, it has
my
tonight.
goodness,
I tell you what, we've the kickoff down to the 5-yard line. We've had interceptions, and tell you what, long 4th down, put ourselves behind the chains. But anyway, just got to get something going, and we talked about it, get on the other end of the field.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, we mentioned the fact that one play on the left end of the 50-yard line, and it went for 78 yards and a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now. Here comes Mangum, rolling out near side. Aiden Warner, he'll get harassed, circles around a couple of times, and now throws it here on the near side. And I don't know that he got it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know that there was a receiver in the vicinity, and now the penalty flags will fly, and we will get intentional grounding.
You're a golfer. Can you get a mulligan? Can you start this thing over?
No. If it wasn't playoff time, you might, but since we're in the playoffs, I don't know that
Moreland's
that's
not going to go for it.
No, they're not. So you lose the down. And what makes that even more critical is it happens, they mark it at the point of infraction.
To 25 yards, second 25.
Yeah, inside the 5-yard line for the second time tonight on the offensive end. Rogers in the backfield. I'm going to hand it off to him. He'll cut up inside and give Mangum a little bit of breathing room out of the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be 3rd down and forever from there.
3rd 22.
Yep. Line to make for 1st down is the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 8. Tracy Dale asked about that snowing. I know that as I was driving up here, I checked radar a couple of times, and there was some light rain and snow in this part of the state, and it was moving off to the Oklahoma City area, and they're getting it. By the way, getting it and getting sacked is quarterback Aiden Warner. He'll get dropped back at about the 6-yard line, and Mangum will have to kick the football away. 1:53 left in quarter number one. They trail 24-0. And
well, local law enforcement football fan, we got a sack and we have lights on.
They do get the lights going, don't they? Ashton's kick is a good one. It hits at the 28, picked up by Sampson at the 33. He'll take it back upfield to the 20, 15, still on his feet at the 10, dragging people all the way down to the 5. And did he get into the end zone? I don't know if he did or not. We do have a penalty flag, though, back here at the 28-yard line. So this one is going to come back. Yeah, we've got maybe a highway patrolman down there and the ambulance. Yeah, every time those lights come on, I've got flashbacks. So we got a block in the back called on Moreland. So finally something goes right for Mangum. That was close to another touchdown. They actually called it a hold and not a block in the back. So mark it on from the point of infraction, which is the 27-yard line, it looks like. So they will take it back out to the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 for Moreland from there. Courtney Parker has joined us. Hello, Courtney. Minute 24 left here. Mangum trailing 24-0. And, boy, Moreland, another short field.
Yeah, we've shot off one of our toes. Need to stop doing that. But, just need to get a stop. It's 4-down territory already, but it just got to tighten up.
Sampson underneath center, 1st and 10. He'll hand it off to his fullback. Then Schnoebelen, or Proviance rather. Proviance will take it inside the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. As a host of tacklers led by Jackson Reisner getting off the pile. Ashton Pride there as well, along with Nate Augustine. So Proviance picked up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. You know, we talk about game being played on one end of the field already, Chad. I mean, you can see from about the 35-yard line in the field getting chewed up, because that's where everything's coming from.
You got it. We haven't seen the other side, like you said, one play there, but Mangum has just got to get a stop.
2nd down and 7. Sampson, long snap count. Gives it to his tailback. He'll drag people inside the 25, down to about the 20. Still on his feet, won't go down. Mangum trying to tackle the football. They can't tackle anything. Yikes. Boy, I tell you what, Austin Owen, 6'2", 200 pounds. He went into his best beast mode there. Picked up the first down all the way down to the 13-yard line. Yikes.
You mentioned it. Their backs are big. Quarterback and tailback, they're just big kids.
Yeah.
They're just big kids.
Big kids, and you can't tackle the football. You're going to have to tackle them. That'll be the final play of quarter number 1. Thank goodness. Here's hoping number 2 is better for Mangum. They trail as we go to the second stanza. It's 24 for Moreland, nothing for Mangum, and we're Classic Hits 97.7.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Good buddy Brody Smith has joined us. Hello, Brody. Good evening to you. Hope that scrimmage that you had last Saturday went well. Probably got another one lined up tomorrow for the Cash Bulldogs. So here we go. Mangum looking for anything positive that they can find. Trailing 24-0 going to quarter number 2. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats as they have the ball inside the Mangum 15 down at about the 13-yard line. Again, maybe a ball comes free. You pick something off.
Hey.
Train whistle causes a false start, something. Whatever you can get.
It starts snowing. You don't want that, do you?
Not particularly, no, since I've got a 143-mile drive in front of me to go home. I formation here, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, an inside handoff. And again, the running back's just simply dragging folks. It doesn't matter who it is. That time it's Case Donnelly. Donnelly will take it down to about the 5. And they'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 for a first down, and 2nd and 5 for a touchdown. They mark him actually at the 6.
They are not going down on the first hit, that is for sure.
No, and you know, and there's nothing fancy about what they're doing either.
Yeah.
I mean, they are just simply pinning their ears back and running to the goal line. There's no dancing, little whoop, no shaking, no bacon. They're just running right at them. Big, strong, physical kids. You're going to have to man up here and want it a little bit more than the guy across from you. 2nd down. Again, the handoff to the tailback. He'll pick up the first down. And so the carry that time was Proviance. Getting off the pile for Mangum, Ashton Pride. Also in on the stop, Trey Williams. But again, a first down picked up by Moreland. It'll be 1st and goal now for the Bearcats. Minute gone by here in the second period of play. Moreland on top, 24-0. And trying to add to it. We talked earlier about looking for a turnover, and one of those carries, and Mangum trying to create a turnover, trying to tackle the football, not the ball carrier, and cost him about 15 yards. Again, they'll go to Proviance, and Ridge, does he get in the end zone? No. Stopped about a yard short. It'll be second down and goal. Getting off the pile there for Mangum, Colby Cagg. Also in on the stop, Trey Williams.
That was the best defensive play for Mangum right there. So.
Big fellas inside kind of bowling it up. As I said, you got to want it more than the guy across from you right now. Impose your will on the opposition. So far, Moreland has done that to Mangum. Vanessa Hagee, let's go Tigers. Missing number 32, Cooper Earls. We don't see Cooper in there. She's right. Second down now, and Proviance pushing his own guys into the end zone, and he will score from a couple of yards away with 9:53 left in the half. The lead has grown to 30 now. Moreland 30, Mangum nothing, and a 2-point conversion on the way. So going to the other end of the field didn't do any good for Mangum on the defensive end. And again, right now, the Bearcats just kind of a bully on the block, and exactly what we saw a couple of years ago when we came up here. Now, look at this. They're going to go with the drop kick, and it is no good. That's the only thing that Carter Sampson hasn't done so far tonight, as that one didn't get high enough off the ground. That is amazing. Boy, talk about a throwback. So with 9:53 left in the half, it's 30 for Moreland, nothing for Mangum, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Tiger fans, this is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
9:53 left in the first half of play. It's 30-0. Moreland out in front of Mangum, opening round of the Class A playoffs here in Moreland, America. Set to drop kick it again, Carter Sampson. By the way, I believe if Sampson had been successful on that kick, I think it's worth 2 points. He'll kick it off here. Ball picked up on the run and out to the 30-yard line. We'll go to the return man for Mangum. Let's see who that ball carrier is. Jackson Reisner on the return. So Reisner, a nice return. Mangum will get it 1st and 10 at their own, they'll say, they'll mark him at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. So 1st and 10 with 9:47 left in the first half of play. Aiden Warner at the quarterback spot. In the backfield with him, Avery Rogers. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Warner looking that way, wants to throw. Pass dropped by Martinez. That one floated a little bit. I'm not so sure that may have not been tipped just a bit at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10. Overloaded the zone here on the near side. And again, that one kind of fluttered. So maybe somebody had got a fingertip on it. May have been Austin Owens. Owens, 6'2", certainly tall enough to get that done. So second down and 10 from the pistol formation. Mangum goes to work. Aiden drops back with time. Pump fake, now throws in the middle of the field. Ball is knocked around and incomplete. It was intended for Nathan Augustine. There were 2 defenders in blue shirts there as they knocked the football away. Shauna Cagg Palmer. Go Mangum Tigers. Colby Cagg, number 60. You bet. Or not 60, I'm sorry, 65. So third down and 10. Down by 30 already in the second quarter. You almost have to abandon the running game here. Third down and 10, going to have to throw out of this formation. So they run it. Rogers here on the near side. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, gain a yard, no more, and it'll be 4th and about 9. 2 Moreland tacklers there, led by Austin Owens. So Pride will have to kick the football away again. And Carter Sampson back to receive the kick. Sampson does a little bit of everything for this Moreland team. You fake it here?
I don't think so. I think Mooreland's thinking that too, and kind of surprised he didn't go for it. But, there's 9 minutes to go in the second quarter, so we're not crunch time or anything. But you're right, 30 points is a lot to overcome.
Pride kicks the football away off the side of his foot. Needs a good bounce. Got it. And it rolls forward down to about the 33. Oh, and it was touched, and it's free.
It's
and
still
it's
free.
And Nathan Augustine is sitting on the football.
Oh, no.
But they're going to give it to Moreland. And I think what happened there, Nathan Augustine was out of bounds when he touched the football. And we saw this in one of the college games last weekend, where if you are out of bounds when you touch the football and nobody has gained possession of it, then it goes to the kicking team. And I think that's the call there. Wow.
Was it Alabama, LSU?
I think it was, yeah.
You got a Roll Tide fan, huh?
Yeah, and they better win tomorrow night against Mississippi, or it's
your life is going to be.
or tomorrow afternoon, yeah. Or my Saturday night's going to be really good. Here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mangum needs to do something defensively. Toss sweep near side, and that goes to Owens. He'll break tackles. Austin on his feet inside the 40, and finally dragged down at about the 32-yard line. Ball came free. Mangum says they've got it. Ashton Pride pointing the way of the Tigers. Let's see if he's right. And the officials tell us it is Mangum Tiger football. So as Leonard Skinner once saying, that's the break I was looking for. See if Mangum can take advantage of it. Hard running by Austin Owens, and because of that hard running, Mangum able to punch the football free, and they recovered it.
What a great song.
Oh, yes. Give me 3 steps. All-time classic.
Hey, fat fella. The hair-colored
Your
yellow.
hair-colored yellow. What you trying to prove? 1st and 10 now. Let's see if Mangum can prove something as they got to go upstairs. Warner flush from the pocket. He's got blue shirts all around him. He'll be sacked all the way back at the 22-yard line. Getting off the pile will be Caden Overton. And again, just no time at all.
Nope.
And we got a penalty flag on the play.
It's going to have to be quick throws or runs because they got some nice sized kids on that line, defensive line, and don't have a lot of time.
Face mask called against Moreland. Let's see if it's the 5-yard kind or 15. It's 5. It'll bring the football back to the 26-yard line. 8:08 left of the first half. Mangum trailing 30-0. And they will replay first down. But they marked the 5 yards from the sack. Hey, man, what's going on, man? Good to see you. So it'll be first down and 10 now for the Tiger, or 1st and 17, I should say. There's your quick throw, too high, intended for Ashton Pride. It'll bring up 2nd down. So we have talked about the cold and the impact that it has. I don't know that folks understand the impact that it has on handling the football.
Football is a rock.
Yep.
It hurts.
It is a rock, and it's slick. The cold makes it slick as well. 2nd down now at about 17 for Mangum. They'll go pistol formation here. High snap. Warner will get it, handed off to Rogers, and Avery maybe gets back to the 26. It'll be 3rd down and long. So the Tigers have been behind the chains all night long on the offensive end. By the way, Sherry Shepard Kendall is a fan of Skinner as well. I don't know that. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I don't know though that I don't like "Call Me the Breeze" better.
I like them all.
Just because of the piano and "Call Me the Breeze." It's just so good. So 3rd down and long. Mangum from the shotgun, slip screen near side Rogers, and a great job of staying at home by the Bearcat defense. And you might know it'd be Carter Sampson out there on the edge, playing his keys and making the play. Keys, piano. Got it? All right. So it'll bring up a 4th down and long. Sampson getting help from Snowblin, but that was Carter Sampson all the way staying at home. Great job. So it's going to be fourth down now, and fourth and about 18, Pride and punt formation. Some Sampson back here to receive. Ashton, rugby-style kick, coming near side, boots it away. This one is a dandy, and chased all the way back to his 32-yard line will be Stetson Roper. Roper will be tackled by Nathan Augustine. What a play by Augustine. Oh, that hurts on a cold night, but a great tackle by Augustine in the open field. And it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats, as they will have it at their own 33-yard line, leading 30-0.
Ashton doing a good job just waiting as long as he possibly can to get that away and let Augustine get down there. But if he hadn't made that tackle, he had some blockers, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. They had the picket fence lined up on the far side. Augustine, a huge tackle in the open field. So here we go, 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats, as they have it at their own 33-yard line. I formation. Deep handoff here. Running hard right up the middle of the field, untouched. 50, 45, 40. He gone. Boy, I tell you what, unless he can get chased down from behind by Martinez, and he will. Good job by Braylon Martinez. Nope, they're going to give him a touchdown. Great job by Braylon Martinez to stay on the heels of Grayson Bridges. Bridges shot out of a cannon and simply raced 67 yards, basically untouched for the score.
Beat the official down there. That's why he didn't get signaled, because he didn't see where he landed.
Yeah, you're right. I love the effort by Braylon Martinez. Did not give up on the play. And makes a dive at the end, made the tackle, but apparently ball carrier Bridges was in the end zone when it occurred. So it's 36-0, 2-point conversion on the way. Play clock is down to 3. Sampson got to get it off in a hurry. He doesn't get it done. So a delay of game going to be called against Moreland, one of the few hiccups that they have had here this evening. 6:15 left in the first half of play. Sherry Shepherd Kennedy, you're right. They do have good-sized kids. I mean, we talked about a couple of years ago when we came here, and Moreland won 38-13 in a first-round ball game, and they had kids that just controlled the line of scrimmage and kind of pushed Mangum around, and it's similar to what we're seeing here this evening. They are owning the line of scrimmage. And the kids on the defensive side, they're tired. I mean, they have been out there most of the night. Offense hadn't been able to put together a drive. And go back to the young man who scored the touchdown. Grayson Bridges will not make the 2-point conversion. And with 6:15 left in the first half of play, it is now a 36-0 lead for Moreland over Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through, because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattleman's Bank is Tiger proud.
6:15 left in the first half of play, and it has been all Moreland. They lead it 36-0. You know, it's easy to point to those 36 points, and is that what they got a great offense, and their offenses look good. But keep in mind, I mean, defense has played extremely well, holding Mangum in check. They have had the Tigers behind the line, behind the scrimmage, behind the chains, every single possession. And that defense has got a couple of turnovers as well that led to the first 2 scores of the night. So while those 36 points are impressive, Moreland got a good defense. So.
Yeah, they really do. Mangum just needs something good. Needs a drive. Yeah. Just get a drive going. Let's not get in 2nd and 20 and 3rd and 17, that kind of deal.
I talked about the defense being tired. Yeah. I mean, they've been out there all night long. Drop kick here, short, and fielded, and then dropped at about the 32, out to the 35, 36, maybe the 37-yard line. That Aiden Warner, it was. So Warner, nope, Jackson Reisner instead, it looks like.
No, you were right. The ball squirted out there at the last second, and Reisner fell on it. But Warner was down.
All right. So, chances, let's have something good happen here.
Something good, something positive. I mean, I'd take even, just a 30, 40-yard drive here just to get some confidence.
Lori Lyle Bagley has checked in, says good luck to my favorite player, number 20, Ashton Pride. Here comes Avery Rogers on the carry. Rogers running hard. He'll take it across the 40 out to about the 43-yard line. Avery came on strong in that second half last week against Snyder and continues here tonight, doing likewise when he's got some room to run. He'll pick up 5, nearly 6 there. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 5.
Yep, there you go. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Barnes just needs some plus yards here.
Run the football a little bit and keep that rush off. Rogers again cutting it back inside. Avery will pick up the first down out to about the 48-yard line. Good job by Rogers as he cut it back inside there.
The first down.
Yeah.
The Tigers at the 5.5 mark in the second quarter.
Move the sticks here. It was Ashton Pride, actually, who carried the football that time and not Rogers. But still a first down. 1st and 10 now for Aiden Warner and company. Couple of runs, getting a first down. Maybe he'll have a little time to throw the football, and he'll get 5 free yards here on the hard count as Moreland jumps into the neutral zone. So the infraction will make it a 1st and 5, and I'm waiting to see if Coach Powers is going to change the play. He'll keep the play as is. First down and 5, 2 wide receivers on the near side, and keeping it will be Aiden. Warner's got the 40, looking for a block, cuts it inside the 35, and all the way down to the 32-yard line. Aiden Warner picking up the first down. Tackle on the play. A couple of Bearcats. Leading the way was Austin Owens. But again, back-to-back first downs for Mangum, keeping the ball out of the hands of Carter Sampson and company with 4:50 left in the first half. 36-0. Mangum trailing, and again, just looking for something positive to happen. Martinez up top in the slot, Reisner. And on the wing, you'll find Pride. Rogers in the backfield. They'll hand the ball off to Avery. Goes to the left side, and he'll be spilled at about the 30. Give him a pair on the play. It'll be second down and 8. Making the stop for the Bearcats, Grayson Bridges, who had that long cross-country jaunt a moment ago from the backfield. Second and 8 now for the Tigers. One thing about Moreland is, and we've noticed it both on the offensive and defensive side of the football, they're running kids in and out. I mean, they got some pretty good numbers. And have been able to substitute rather freely here in this first half. So second down and 8. Reisner in the slot. Martinez nearest us down below. Fake the handoff to Rogers. Going to go upstairs. Pass caught. Oh, what a great adjustment that time by Reisner. Ball a little bit behind Jackson. May have been tipped. Reisner went and got it and got the first down. Jackson sure-handed there in traffic. So Mangum with 3:35 left in the first half, putting together a nice drive, trailing 36-0. We got a 1st and 10 at the Moreland 17. Bearcats will get the ball to begin the third period. Rogers right up the middle of the field. Nice blocking by the big fellas up front. And Avery will pick up 6, maybe 7 on the play. That'll bring up a second down at about 3. Leading the way there, Trey Williams and Jake Green. And also an offensive line anchored by Colby Cagg. Gavin Williams in there as well. Second down at about 4. They'll go back to Rogers. Rogers avoids a tackler at the line of scrimmage. And Avery will take it down to near the first down marker. He'll be short by about 1.5 yards as he's got it at the 8. Third down from there. My goodness, want to say hi to my dear friend. Just love her. Natalie Mills has joined us from the Kansas City metro area, representing the Truman High School class of 79. Natalie, good to have you alongside, sweetie. Hope all is going well in your world up there in the Kansas City metro area. Third down carry here by Rogers, and Avery will pick up the first down. Take it inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal from there. Natalie, an accomplished guitarist.
Cool.
She's good, yeah. Can sing, too. First and goal here. See if she'll sing the praises of Avery Rogers, and Rogers won't make it into the end zone. It'll be second and goal now. Earlier this year when Olivia Newton-John passed away, it was obviously sad for us, but also sad for the class of 79. There was a time, I think we were juniors, that Natalie sang, "I Honestly Love You."
Oh, wow.
And did Olivia proud.
Did you have any talents in high school?
Have you met me? Second down and 3. Keeping it, Warder throws, and the pass going to be picked off. It went through the hands of Ashton Pride and back the other way. Comes the Moreland ball carrier to the 40, 45, 50. He's at the 40, 35, 30. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and dragged down at the 2-yard line.
Are you kidding me?
A tipped pass returned 100 yards, 2 yards inside the end zone and all the way down to the 2-yard line on the other end. I love the effort of Nate Augustine there as he chased from behind, refused to give up the touchdown on the interception, the third of the night. They gave him a touchdown?
Yeah.
Oh, righty then. Stetson Roper going to get credit for the touchdown. Again, it looked like the kids beat the officials down the field.
Yep.
Nonetheless, it's just been that kind of night for Mangum. Minute 15 left, and now they trail 42-0. Wow.
Night.
Had put together the drive that we were looking for. A tip pass. Pride couldn't hold it. Ball picked off in the end zone, and Roper goes the other way. 2-point conversion now for the Bearcats, trying to add to their total. I formation, direct snap, Carter Sampson. Sampson, does he get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion? He does. Minute 15 left in the first half of play. Bearcats lead at 44-0. Don't go anywhere. We're back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chad Fox asking the loaded question. Did you have any talents in high school, Michael Barnes? Natalie and the rest of the class of 79 from Truman High School are laughing all the way from the Kansas City metro area on that one.
Well, maybe your talent was it blossomed later in life.
I could talk real pretty. That was about it. My good friend C.J. Montgomery has joined us in the broadcast booth. The one thing that really frightens me, and C.J. didn't do it, and I'm grateful, but there have been some other folks that I've known way back from this, being in this area. Here's the kickoff. Little short kick fielded on the run by Pride. Ashton 25-30 out across the 35 and finally knocked down at about the 40-yard line. But no less than 3 people. And I thought it was only Tommy Pride, who I've known for a long time, who's from Southwest Oklahoma, that gives me a little pat on my booty. There have been 3 other guys that have come through here that from the northwest part of the state that have patted me on my booty. So maybe
you're talented.
Maybe my talent was that I had a cute behind. Maybe that's what it was. It's kind of scary, actually.
You like to hit the people on the football field.
I did like to do that. I enjoyed playing football. There's no doubt about that. I'd take those 10 weeks of high school back any day of the week my senior year. Here's Aiden Warner on the run, throws, pass, caught by Nathan Augustine, and Augustine will take it across the 50 to about the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
That's how you get, confident. And you throw an interception.
Yeah, come back and throw another one.
For a touchdown, just keep slinging it. Nothing to lose now. You're down 44-0.
Want to say hi to Samantha Noble, who has joined us from Moreland. She says, go Moreland Bearcats. Samantha, good to have you alongside. We appreciate you joining us on the broadcast here this evening. 1st and 10, Warner with time, throws across the middle, intended for Augustine. Ball going to be slapped away at the last moment. Good coverage downfield by Brennan Scarborough. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, it just seems like Moreland almost knows the play so well because
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean,
yeah,
they go out for a deep post, and it seems like there's 6 defensive backs back there, and blue shirts everywhere. There's not any windows to throw the football, and just playing good, solid defense tonight.
Yeah. Jake Allen has done a nice job of scouting and getting his club ready as Moreland leads it 44-0 with 40 seconds left in the first half of play. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Warner looking that way, flushed from the pocket, now rolling and running and throws out of bounds, intended for Martinez. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Stops the clock with 34 seconds left in the first half of play. By the way, Warner got tossed to the turf rather unceremoniously there. Talking about my buddy Natalie, big Kansas City Chiefs fan, Royals fan too, but Chiefs in season right now, and the Chiefs will entertain the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday, and Doug Peterson has got Jacksonville playing pretty well.
Yeah, sure does. That was an ugly game last night.
The Thursday night games are atrocious.
Terrible.
All right, here's Warner. Slip screen near side. Reisner with the catch, and he'll take it down to the 43. And again, you talked about it a moment ago. It seems like Moreland knows the plays that are coming. That play has worked all year long for the Tigers, and they'll pick up a couple on the play. And sniffing it out was Austin Owens. So they'll bring up a 4th down now. Mangum, do they take a timeout? No, they're going to let the half come to an end. So the first half is in the books, and you are hearing correctly. Moreland has got 44, Mangum nothing at the intermission. 44 for the Bearcats, nothing for the Tigers. Stick and stay with us, the halftime show. Coming up on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. We are so excited about the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages, and our store is well stocked for a great shopping experience. Come see us, visit us on Facebook, or shop the website at dapyr14.com, and go Tigers.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Back in Moreland at the half, Bearcats out in front of Mangum 44-0 as we check and see that Emma Geralds has joined us. Emma, hope all is well for you at Oral Roberts University. Howdy hi to Sid the Kid. Sydney Webb has joined us. Hi, Sid. And Dustin Lively has joined us as well. We say good evening to Dustin as he has joined us inside the broadcast booth. 44-0 at the half. Mangum trailing. Chad scrolling social media. And
checking scores.
Yeah, he looked at me and said, "Are they playing on an aircraft carrier?" And then Gonzaga and Michigan State are. It's an annual game that they've tried to play for several years. Sometimes, hey coach, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Rough seas, whatever the case may be. Tonight, obviously, it is. Great one going on between Gonzaga and Michigan State.
Yep, 1-point lead for Gonzaga. Looks like 15 seconds to go in the game. I think they should play in any conditions. Rocking, thunderstorms, that would be awesome.
Well, there's that thing of slipping on the floor.
And falling into the ocean.
Yeah. Other than that, you're right. We could have the Coast Guard standing by. Hey, we mentioned Gonzaga. There is a chance, and long way from happening yet, there's a chance Gonzaga may be playing basketball in the Big 12 in a couple of years. How great would that be?
Man, it's best basketball conference. I mean, seriously, you put it up against any league in America, but you got Baylor winning it and Kansas winning it recently. So.
Texas Tech has been in the championship game in the last 5 years.
Yep,
so
tough conference.
You're right. All right, let's check some other scores from around the state. Class A variety. Hooker out in front of Apache, 21-8. What about that? Apache, the District A2 winner, but Hooker leads him 21-8. Hooker, no slouch. They came in 7-3 on the year, Chad.
Wow. Yeah, we saw Apache. Very good football team.
Elsewhere, Tonkawa in front of bounds. Sometimes you feel like it, sometimes you don't. 27-0 there. We're going to go to the bag of tricks for the second half. Yeah.
Ruth?
Wrangling leading Cash at the half, 15-0. No surprise there. Walters, they're out in front of Burns Flatdale City. It's 12-0. Walters, the Blue Devils, leading there. Central Salisaw leading Quapaw, 22-14. That's at the half. Stroud, no problems with Chelsea, 39-6 at the intermission. It is Hominy leading Allen 42-0. Colcord in front of Haskell. Eddie not getting it done tonight. 33-0. Eddie Haskell.
Yep.
Helping me, you know?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Of course. Leave it to Beaver.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Gonzaga won. I was mesmerized by the final of that game. 1 point waiting for Gonzaga over Spartan on Veterans Day on an aircraft carrier.
Mark Few and the Bulldogs, number 2 in the nation, coming into that ball game. Fairview, no surprise here, leading Snyder 48-0. That is a first quarter score. Commerce in front of Pecola, 14-6. The winner of this one will get the winner of Crescent and Dibble. That game in the second quarter, Crescent leading Dibble 16-8. And it is Minko in front of Wynnewood. That score in the second quarter, Minko leading Wynnewood 8-6. See if we can't check a couple of 8-man scores for you.
Wynnewood is actually coached by a Hobart kid, Joe Jones.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so that's another kid from the area that's doing good. So, yeah, that's Minko's got a solid squad.
Well, I'm waiting for my scores to load here. I'm going to go back to Truman High School, and the last couple of years, the alma mater has not done well. I think they won one bowl game this year. So the Patriots have been anything but mighty the last couple of years, and hope that they get it turned around soon. And apparently,
was that for Truman Capote or?
Stop it! Seriously?
Well, I thought we were going to the bag of tricks a little too early.
Well, I mean, you've heard of Harry Truman,
of course.
And he lived in Independence, Missouri.
There you go.
Which is my hometown. By the way, Harry Truman was born in Lamar, Missouri, which is about 130 miles south of Independence.
And he held up the newspaper that Dewey beats Truman.
Yes, he did. But it was not Truman Capote that our school was named after in 1967.
Just checking.
But thanks for asking. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Truman Capote. The nickname's going to be the Patriots. There you go. There you go. Wow, we have gone into the bag of tricks, haven't we? 44-0 our score at the half. We'll take a timeout, come back, and see if we can't get some more scores loaded here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, "You shouldn't have," but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Back in Moreland, the Bearcats out in front of Mangum 44-0 if you're just tuning in. Where in the world have you been all night long? You've missed a great show. It started off strangely for the Tigers, and it has gone that way throughout the first half of play. Opening kick by Carter Sampson was a drop kick, something that we have not seen anywhere on any level since we watched Doug Flutie do it several years ago for the New England Patriots in an NFL bowl game. This was on an opening kickoff, and Chad mentioned it. Don't know that I've ever seen anybody do it on a kickoff to start a ball game.
Yeah, and he did it well.
Yeah,
several times, even trying the PAT after a touchdown. Missed that, but they've got confidence in him, and he hasn't misfired yet.
Kicked the ball deep, and Mangum actually was pinned in their own territory at the 5-yard line. Couple of turnovers, the first two drives for Mangum, and it resulted in scores for Moreland. And the Bearcats have just gotten it done in every aspect of the ball game. Mangum put together a nice drive late in that first half of play, an interception in the end zone, returned 102 yards for a score. So 3 turnovers, 3 scores for this group from Moreland. Mangum, one other opportunity late in the first half to put points on the board, but the half came to an end before they could score. And again, it is a 44-0 ball game at the half. Mangum trailing in this Veterans Day contest here in Moreland. And let's be honest, Chad. It's going to take a lot to come back.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to be very difficult. It's a cold night. Everything moving a little bit slower. And the second as you go along these ball games, and I tell you what, it is either it's been unlucky, it's shooting one of your toes off, been just one of those things, or it's just been basically more has made some serious plays. They have extended the field. They have ran away through and have just been really impressive tonight against the Mangum Tigers. And you thought before the half Mangum could at least get a score, and then in a return on an interception, like you said, 100 yards all the way back for a touchdown. That was a 14-point swing. And now you're looking down the barrel of a 44-0.
At the half.
At the half.
Yeah. So, and again, it's going to be difficult for Mangum in the second half of play, but they're going to have to find. So, and, if you're Sam Powers at what point, I mean, what do you say that, okay, I'm going to let my seniors just do whatever they can, and then I'm going to get ready for next year? I mean, do you say a thing like that in November of?
Well, not early. I mean, coming out of the locker room, I mean, you got to stick to your game plan. You work too hard throughout the week to just give it up flatly right now. But again, you're right. I mean, the seniors, this is it. Yeah. I mean, you got 2 quarters of playing football, maybe ever in your whole life,
right,
and so this is come out and just give it everything you got. You want to see some young kids step up, make a play, even glimpses, a play here or two, make a good tackle, make a catch, run hard, that kind of stuff. So. Coach Powers, I tell you what, he's going to go down fighting, kicking, and screaming all the way back to Mangum. If he does, come spring, he'll have pads on kids and coaching them up. So, anyway, you're right. It's going to be a long and tall mountain to climb. But I say this in every sport: if you're getting beat bad at basketball, baseball, whatever, you still want to do things right. You still want to play the game right, do things the right way, because you build patterns. And once you build those patterns, you'll do them the next time and the next time and the next time. So you do not want to get sloppy. You don't want to get people injured. You got a long ride home, and you still want to do things right here in the second half.
And I said this earlier in the broadcast, and I mean, there's never a time that I want to go back in my life and do things over with. I've never had that kind of philosophy, except the 10 weeks of my senior year of high school football. And I would take those 10 weeks back. I would trade them for a lot of things, a bag of beans, for example.
Right.
But we were in a similar circumstance. We didn't qualify for the playoffs, and this is how crazy it was back then. I mean, I've talked about it before. My junior year, we go 8-2, don't make the playoffs. 7-3 my senior year, don't make the playoffs. But we got our lips beat off in the final game. 41-6 was the final score in that ball game. And I mean, it's one of those things that was in 1978, November of 1978, and here we are, November of 22, and I can take you through every play of that game. It stuck with you. So for these kids that are seniors from Mangum, it is something that's going to be terribly emotional for them, the final 24 minutes of the ball game. And is there enough emotion there that they can find a way to post 45 points and not allow any for Moreland? As you mentioned, a tall task. But, I mean, that's the mindset that you have to have.
And that's coaching, and that's built in the summer when it's 110.
Sure.
And you don't want to be out there. You want to go home. You want to get in the air conditioning. And Coach Powers is coaching you up, because in times like that and these, when you get coached hard, you play for your coach, play for the guys next to you that went through all those cruddy days early on and in the summer just to get to games like this. There's not many football games in your career, and so you want to take advantage of every opportunity. And if you're a younger kid, I tell you what, show coach something.
Right.
Get out there and make a tackle or do things right. You come in the spring, he's going to be eyeballing you to take charge of the team, be the next leader. So anyway, I think there's a lot of stuff to play for still, and just do things right. Do the plays you're supposed to play and play hard. If the other team's better than you, you tip your cap, you go home, and you live to fight another day.
Well, you bring up a good point about Coach Powers and his kids as well, and I wasn't lucky enough to have that kind of relationship with my head coach back in the day. Different era, different time.
Right.
But Coach Powers has developed that relationship with these kids, and that's another thing. And you talked about going out and making a statement no matter what the score is, and these kids have played their guts out for Coach Powers, and he's coached his guts out for them as well. I mean, so that's a ship that sails in both directions. All right, Class C tonight, no surprise here. Tifton leading Medford. It's a first quarter score 30-0. Winoka, the Railroaders, who about 25 miles away from Winoka here in the northwest part of the state, home of the Little Sahara Desert, if you've never been there. Winoka leading Ryan 38-0. That is a second quarter score. Wesley Christian out in front of Graham Dustin 33-6. That is a second quarter score. At the half, our good buddy Jeff Coakley, the Mountain View Goodebo Tigers, leading Buffalo 12-6. The winner of that ball game, Mountain View Goodebo Buffalo, will get the winner of Wesley Christian and Graham Dustin. Right now, it looks like Wesley Christian will win that ball game. Also, Timberlake, the defending champions, they lead Geary 56-0. So that one will end when the second half kicks off in 8-man action. Also, see if we can't get a score on Hollis. The Tigers at home tonight as they are entertaining Cherokee in a first-round matchup. Again, some issues with their
they were looking. They were up big.
Were they?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I left. I've been kind of flying around everybody's videos and checking things out. And, we'll have to check back in. There's
38-0 at the half.
There
is
you
what
go.
I've got. All right,
There
so
you go.
38-0 at the half in that ball game. All right, we'll take a timeout, come back, and get ready for the second half of play. And again, keep in mind, getting the ball in the second half will be this group from Moreland. They lead it at the intermission, 44 on the board for the Bearcats, nothing for Mangum. We're at the half, and we are Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattleman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Chad Fox, Michael Barnes, a veritable cast of thousands tonight on Classic Hits 97.7. Good to have you alongside. Before we get too deep into the second half, Chad, worth noting, appreciate the hospitality of the folks from Moreland. They really have taken great care of us tonight.
Really have been. They've been great to work with, and we do appreciate that. Stephanie, we appreciate her too. She was our liaison throughout the week with the folks here. Again, we're inside, out of the elements. It's still a little bit cold in here. I can't even complain, right? You can't complain. I mean, their crowd is outside getting bundled up in blankets and everything. So, no, this is a nice facility, and we've been in some, I don't know what you'd call them, dumpster fires throughout the year.
We've been in some pretty negative press boxes this year, and this is not one of them. At the half, defending state champion in 4A, Clinton leading Bethany 20-6. Second quarter score late, Blanchard leading Weatherford 7-6. Tuttle in front of Chickasha 27-0. That is at the half. It is Elk City leading Newcastle at the intermission 14-7. And Poto in front of Miami 27-7. Are you kidding me? Miami had to go from there to Poto?
Well, that's about from Hooker to Apache. I mean,
yeah, you're right. I'll give you that. I'll concede that.
I mean, if you're talking Panhandle, anywhere else,
goodness.
And I tell you what, who got the short straw was Burns Flat, Dill City, because their district with Moreland here, they had to travel. If they're on the road through in district, I mean Fairview and those teams. So everything was up north.
Yeah, they had to go to Walters, and Walters, last report, handling Burns Flat, Dill City. So the moon not quite full, but it looks spectacular in the nighttime sky out over there above Alabaster Caverns. By the way, if you've never been to Alabaster Caverns, you need to go sometime.
Yep.
Go in the summertime when it's 1,000 degrees and the caves are much cooler than that, much more accessible, as it were. Second half set to get underway. We have not seen Pascual Biatande until now, and he is set to kick the football away for the Tigers. Mangum trailing 44-0. See if they can get something going defensively. Kick going to be fielded back at the 12-yard line. Coming here on the nearest side will be Proviance. He looks for a block, takes it to the 28, and will be knocked down there. A host of Tigers in on the stop, leading the way from Mangum. Cray Manny also getting off that pile. Anthony Allen for Mangum. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats. They'll have it their own 28-yard line. They're in their home blue tops with white numerals, white helmets, and white pants. And hopping off the field here on the near side, Brennan Scarborough. Scarborough, I don't know if he got a cramp or got stepped on.
Yeah, that looks like hopefully a cramp or a helmet right there to the ankle. But anyway.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Toss sweep right side. That's the tailback. Owens, and Austin turns the corner, takes it across the 45, 50, and now finally knocked down at the Mangum 47-yard line. Way downfield to make the play, Jackson Reisner. Got a penalty flag back here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see what the flag is all about. And it's tossed back to the 29, so that's got to be a hold, right?
Yep.
Hold or a block in the back, one of the two. By the way, it's holding. We learned from our official friends this week, we told you we would, about a relatively new rule, that chop block on the defensive side. And as it was explained to me, is that it's designed to keep, when you get outside the tackle box, you've got a guard that weighs 250 pounds turning the corner, and you got a DB that's 175 soaking wet. He can't go up and cut the legs out of the blocker.
Yep. Save on injuries.
Knees,
yep. and overall health of the big guys, which the little guys are like thinking, are you kidding me? Well, this is football. I mean, he hits me, I'm going the other way.
Yeah. It was always one of my favorite things to be standing up, and then right when he's getting ready to pancake me, just duck down. Boink. Inside handoff here. Good job defended by Mangum as Moreland will take it across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line. Gain of 2, making the stop for the Tigers. Jake Green. It'll be second down now. And for one of the few times tonight, the Bearcats actually behind the chains.
16, second and 16.
44-0. Minute gone by here in the third. So are you actually using your phone to figure out the yardage?
No, well, no.
Okay.
I'm looking, but I just keep scoring down a distance.
I see. All right. Second down carry here. Defended well. That time unable to get on track. Carter Sampson. And then we talked about that pride at halftime. We're seeing it here to begin the third quarter of play. Nathan Augustine in on the stop for Mangum. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a third down. Well, maybe a loss of a half yard. So we'll go 3rd and 17.
I tell you what, I don't know how you sleep through the night here in Moreland.
Well, the last time that we were here, we had some folks that kind of talked about that.
You gotta have a little radio or fan going or some kind of ocean sound in the background.
You actually get used to it.
Yeah.
By the way, Antone Pedraza says, hey, save the knees.
There you go.
Toss sweep near side, defended well by the Tigers, spinning off a couple of tacklers and finally being dragged down at about the 35-yard line will be Austin Owens. Making the stop will be Trey Williams. So it'll be a 4th down situation, and maybe for the first time tonight, Moreland will punt the football.
If they don't, I think that is a sticking your nose in it kind of thing. But they may not ever punt. I don't know their situation, but you got a 44-point lead, and you're at your own 35 with a 4th and 5. But
Scarborough Affair brings the play in from the sidelines.
Now they're going.
And they're going to go for it. Or at least they look like they are. 4th down at about 5. The line to make just outside the 40. The line of scrimmage just inside the 35, and they will snap it. Toss sweep near side. 1st down and more. Down the near sideline. 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and stepping out of bounds at the 1-yard line on purpose was Austin Owens. So Owens turned the corner at the 40 and picked up the 1st down and more. And I wonder if he stepped out of bounds so that somebody else could score the TD.
Maybe so. Well, hey.
That's unselfish.
You're good enough. It's the other team's job to stop you. So, don't have a problem really with it. But I would like for them to punt back to us.
Well, they've got a fullback in there.
Okay.
He's wearing the 5-5. And I see if they gave it to him, and I believe they did, given the reaction of the Moreland players.
Good deal.
And on the touchdown run, it'll be Jason Snoblin. Snoblin with the score from a yard away. So he is a senior, and so a nice job there by the tailback on the long run to step out of bounds and give an opportunity there for Snoblin to get the touchdown, and Snoblin did.
A bunch of long-distance runs tonight. It has been
good to see you, man.
If they've got through the second line or the second area there in the defensive backfield, they are gone.
2-point conversion here. Corner of the end zone. Pass is caught. The 2-point conversion is good. Brennan Scarborough with the catch. And with 8:47 left in the third, the lead now 52-0 for Moreland. Back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
All right, here we go. 8:47 left in the third quarter of play. Carter Sampson set to kick the football away for Moreland. Sampson been doing that drop kick, and that's something he's had to work on his own. I mean, you just don't come to practice one day and say, "By the way, coach, I want to kick off and I want to do it with a drop kick."
Well, maybe Moreland just doesn't own a tee.
This one is high, end over end, fielded at the 35, and out to the 36 will go the up back Mason Parker. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers as they trail now 52-0. 8:43 left in the third. I'm not really sure what the issue is, Chad. You see,
we just got a lot of traffic through our areas, that's all.
Aromatic, I believe, is what the word you're looking for here this evening. 1st and 10 now. Here comes Mangum with the football. Warner hands it off near side. Rogers, boy, he got belted at the 35-yard line. A thundering hit there by Case Donnelly. And a cold night, that hurts. You can tell that Rogers not happy with the lack of blocking there as he fired the football back at the official. I mean, you're getting beat 52-0, and you take a handoff, and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to make something happen. Bang, you get smacked from the backside, and you're like, yikes. It's a cold night. 2nd down now, loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13. Warner from the pistol. Hands it off to Rogers, who then gives it to Ashton. And Pride will get to the 35 and get one of those yards lost back. It'll be 3rd down and about 11 now for Mangum.
Ashton's been held in check, isn't he? Hey, they've done a good job keying on him, and Coach Powers try to get him the ball. But, again, this defense, it's just a good team. Moreland's got a good team. Any other district, they probably would have won Mangum and Hobart's and Apache's district. I mean, they had the number 2 and 4 team in the state, or Fairview, I think it maybe has moved up. But, so they're a good team.
Warner from the shotgun, flush from the pocket, penalty flag and a fly here. Aiden on the run, and he'll step out of bounds. Got a holding back at the 27-yard line. It'll be interesting to see if the Bearcats accept this. 7:16 left in the third quarter. 52-11 our score. And again.
Not 52-11.
52-0. I'm sorry.
That's right.
I saw 11. It was 4th down at 11. You got folks excited there. We tuned away for 5 minutes, and Barnes got them at 11 points.
I mean, I've got control of the scoreboard. I could add 11 anytime you'd like. But
we try to be
accurate,
fair, balanced, and accurate in our information. Moreland declines the penalty, so Mangum drop back in punt formation. Clock running, 7 minutes left here in the third. Ashton, rugby kick on the way. It's a good one. Fair catch called for by Carter Sampson. He'll make it at the 29 of Moreland. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Well, a none too subtle reminder for you, and again, we don't mean to put the cart before the horse, but basketball season will begin in less than a month as Mangum will open up on a Tuesday night, traveling to Cheyenne-Raden for a pair of ball games. Girls at 6:30, followed by the boys at 8. And that will be a busy week that week. That ball game on that Tuesday night at Cheyenne. And then if memory serves me correct, and it does, then we will be heading to Burns Flat on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. So the 6th, the first ball game, 6th of December. And then, as I mentioned, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, we will be at Burns Flat. Inside handoff here, and if you're Moreland, you're just going to run the football, run the clock. Ridge Proviance banging his way across the 30 out to about the 34-yard line. Now they'll mark him down, just at the 34. Jake Green in on the stop. Help as well from Trey Williams. Williams listed as a freshman. That's a young man going to grow into that body, and he's going to be good.
Yep. Thunder up by 19 over Toronto in the third.
And, there are times that they play really well.
Yeah.
And there are times that they don't.
That's right.
And you'd expect that from a young club, though. Second down here. Better job at tackling at the point of attack that time by Mangum. Just a gain of a couple. It's that man we mentioned a moment ago, Trey Williams, in on the stop. That'll bring up a third down and about 3. And again, I know hindsight is 20/20, but if I'm the Thunder, I don't draft Holmgren.
Yeah.
I'm drafting. Is it Banchero? Is that how you say his name? The kid that went out of Duke that went to, I think he went to Orlando. He was just looked great at Duke, and he's going to be an excellent pro. All right, third down now and 3. See if Mangum can get a stop here. Haley Gale Panetta has joined us. Moreland doing a nice job of running as much play clock each play. Sampson going to keep it himself, fakes the toss, and gets the first down as he runs out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. They'll mark him at the 43. And they move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. 5:22 left here in the third period of play. Nick Lavoie in on the stop. We have not mentioned Nick on the offensive side of the football tonight. Helped out on the tackle there. Colby Cagg there as well. Also into the ball game now, Landon Hutton. He plays in that secondary for the Tigers. So 1st and 10. Again, that play clock down to 5. When Moreland snaps it, they want to throw. Pass, Scarborough had to go through his hands. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And Brennan, that was just a case that we talked about that football being slick earlier when it gets cold, and then it just slid right off of his shirt. You get that ball on your jersey when it's cold like this, it's going to slip away. It literally is a grease pig.
Yeah, Coach Allen wants that clock to go. I'm kind of surprised about that play, but he's got seniors that want to do well and kids that want to get in there and play during the playoffs and all that.
Yeah, and Moreland's got to get ready for week number 12. I mean,
that's right.
They're going to have another game after this. Toss sweep, right side, goes to Owens. Tries to turn the corner, has the 45-50, 45, and knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of Mangum. That'll be another first down.
He's been almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
I mean, when he gets going back and forth, east and west, and then puts his foot down and goes north, I mean, he is loaded. Okay, that's because they cheat, huh? Okay.
Well, I didn't say that. I will say, though, the Bermuda makes it difficult at times to find the yellow flag. I wish we'd go back to October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month had the pink out there.
Flag.
And it really is. I mean, it's hard to see that yellow flag at times. I mentioned it earlier, if you were with us, the red, white, and blue M in the middle of the field, and Mangum fans showing their appreciation.
That looks really good. That looks really good.
Dirk would be proud of that.
He would. He would. I think we got to give him credit for the last home game. I tell you what, those end zones are just
amazing,
impressive.
Shayla Willis has joined us. Hello, Shayla. So we'll go 2nd down and long for the Bearcats. 4:30 left here in the third as they do wind the clock now. Play clock, again, down to 5. The Bearcats will set it in motion from there. Going to run the option. Sampson, late pitch, made here on the near side. Owens gets a block, 50. Cuts it inside the 45-40. Still on his feet at the 35-30. And finally dragged down at about the 22-yard line. Mangum chasing from behind all night long. Jackson Reisner made the play there.
He just you cannot, if he gets going, gets those legs churning, man, he runs away from you, through you. He's kind of hunched over. He's had a busy night.
Great footwork. That's the thing that impresses me about him. He's got nice footwork. You can be big and bruising and run over people or fast and run away from them, but he has got nifty feet in traffic. And I mentioned that, he's 2 or 3 times we've seen him here on the near side, especially kind of tightrope the sidelines. Yep. And the defense looked like, well, I'm going to bump him out of – oh, no, I'm not going to bump him out of bounds. He's 15 yards down the field.
Yes, sir.
Play clock expires here. Nobody recognizes it. Well, it's showing 0, and it has for quite some time. All right, then.
I'm usually the clock guy.
Carter Sampson going to roll out, being chased, gets a block, has the 10, has the 5, and has the touchdown. Carter Sampson. So Sampson makes it a 58-0 ball game as he scores from 21. And I tell you what, great job by Sampson to be patient. He waited on the block on the edge by Stetson Roper. Roper did a good job of engaging the defensive back and made the block, and Sampson rumbled in from 21. And 2-point conversion on the way. 3:16 left in the third, Chad. And if this is good, that's 60 points on the board.
Yes, it has been impressive. Mangum hasn't helped with a bunch of issues there in the first quarter, but Moreland is really good.
Well, they're going to try the drop kick 2-point opportunity again. High snap. He'll get it and kick it barely over the heads of the helmets that are inside. So, an extra point, no good. 3:16 left in the third. 58 for the Bearcats, nothing for the Tigers. And you and I are back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Shayla Willis says, hello, everyone. Shayla, hello to you, kid. Tracy Dale Smith has joined us. I'm going to call out my golf buddies here in a moment.
Yeah, I didn't know you played with a bunch of women.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's Chad Fox with a C, by the way.
Oh, you hit by both sides of that one, aren't I?
Oh, you are. Kick caught at the 32-yard line and out of about the 35, maybe the 36.
That was a very, I'm sorry.
10. No, you're fine.
That was very Archie Bunker of
Yes,
me.
it was. On the return, by the way, Mason Parker. 1st and 10 now for Mangum. I could already hear them. They're already going to start talking about how it's too cold and too windy to play golf. And to show them up, and I did this on purpose, I went out and walked 3 miles today with shorts on. Okay?
Shirtless?
No. I didn't say that. I did have on a long sleeve shirt, but I did walk in my shorts 3 miles, so I don't want to hear it from them that it's too cold to play. 1st and 10 here. Rogers on the handoff, and Avery maybe will pick up a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Avery's mom celebrating her birthday today. Holly, 50 years young. Happy birthday to her. And Dad, the honorary captain. So big night for Avery. Avery, just a sophomore, 6 foot, 160. Angie Williams Young is one of those women that will come through the broadcast and tie you in knots, Chad Fox. I just want you to know that. 2nd down and 8. And they'll go to Ashton. Pride breaks a couple of tackles. He'll take it across the 45, 50. Still on his feet. Down the far sideline. He's at the 30, 25, and finally dragged down at about the 18-yard line. Great job by Ashton Pride as he finally was able to get on track here tonight. On the offensive side, they actually mark him down at about the 17. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Biggest gain of the night for the Tigers.
Well, and you talked about it earlier, trying to get the football into the hands of Ashton Pride. And it just has been difficult all night long. And that play was well defended. I mean, Ashton just did a good job of making something on his own there. So 1st and 10 now for the Tigers, trying to dent the scoreboard for the first time tonight. By himself, Warner. He'll go with the inside handoff. And again, they go to Pride, and Ashton going to get dragged down by his face mask. Yeah, penalty flags flying from all over the place there. You're looking out of his ear hole, and it wasn't because somebody whacked him. It was because it got turned that way. So the debate rages on, by the way, in the Pride household as to whether Ashton got his athletic prowess from his mother or his father. And again, I know them both well, have for years. Dad gets the nod. By the way, that was a personal foul variety of face mask. That's the 15-yarder and carries a first down with it.
Well, don't do us any favors, zebras.
Well, it's half of this.
I know what I'm saying. I mean,
you can't walk it into the end zone,
you
Chad.
Can't win for losing here.
First and goal now. Again, a high snap. Good job by Aiden to go up and get it, and he'll hand it off to Rogers. And Rogers knocked down at about the 2. It'll be second and goal from there. By the way, Angie sent an emoji that had boxing gloves on it, so look at it.
I am in trouble.
Second and goal, they actually marked him down at about the 3-yard line. Oklahoma Sooners in action tomorrow. They will be in Morgantown, West Virginia, taking on the Mountaineers. Ball game that kicks at 11. The Cowboys start at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Inside handoff, spinning, twisting, trying to get to the end zone and unable to get there.
I don't think he can get much closer.
Nick Lavoie, the first carry of the night for Lavoie.
Couple yards.
So it'll be third down and goal from about the 1.5 line. 1.5 yard line. 58-0. We're still in the third quarter. 35 seconds left in it. Tailback here is Rogers. See if they give it to Avery or if Aiden keeps it himself. They'll go to Avery. And Rogers pushing the pile forward. Did he get into the end zone? Mangum players say he did, and so did the referee. So the Tigers will score for the first time tonight. 24 seconds left in the third. 58 on the board for the Bearcats, 6 for Mangum. Good job that time by the Tigers to exert their will a little bit on the guys across the line of scrimmage. Obviously, they'll go for 2 here. Although I'm sure they would like for Pasquale Biatonde to get in there and have an opportunity. Rogers in the backfield. Reisner here on the near side. Martinez near the sideline. Aiden going to roll that way, and boy, he'll get pressure and he'll get sacked. Flying in from his linebacker position to make the play, Carter Sampson. So the extra point, no good. It'll stop the play with 24 seconds left here in the third, and it is 58-6. We'll just keep it right here since we're so close to the quarter break. Oklahoma State in action tomorrow at 2:30. Against?
Yes, sir. 2:30, and Iowa State at home.
Right.
Yep.
Taking on the Cyclones.
Big game is TCU at Texas.
Tomorrow night,
yeah. 6:30, and Texas is favored by over a touchdown. That is very interesting.
Well, I think the if factor there is Gary Patterson.
In that, yeah.
You know,
he's such a good coach, and he's now Texas's staff.
Coached all those years at TCU, knows them quite well, is a defensive guru. So,
as an analyst, so he can't be on the field.
Yeah, but
he knows every player on the.
He's been at Darrell K. Royal Stadium, or it's not Darrell K. Royal, but yeah, it is Darrell K. Royal.
Yeah.
He's been there all week long. He probably hasn't gone home.
A Hollis Tiger. How about that? A Hollis Tiger name is on the.
Yeah. Well, and I had forgotten, speaking of famous football players, that Bob Finnemore, who was recently inducted into the Oklahoma State Hall of Fame, he was from Woodward.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Saw that sign when I came into Woodward earlier this afternoon. I'd forgotten about that. So, yeah. Of course, Woodward a little bit bigger than Hollis.
Yeah. Coach Royal's story is just amazing.
Isn't it, though?
And I don't know all of it, but just the story he talked about of hitchhiking to go to school.
Yeah.
All the way from Hollis to Norman and then becoming an All-American defensive back for Bud Wilkinson. I mean, that's impressive.
Pasquale Biatonde kicks the football away, and Carter Sampson will drop it, pick it up. At about the 13, he'll shake, bake, has the 20, breaks a tackle, 25-30. Up the middle of the field, 45-50, 45-40. 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Carter Sampson touchdown.
He's got another gear.
Wow.
I mean, he was running away folks.
And again, Carter Sampson, 5'9", 205. I mean, he has got rocks in his pockets and jets in his shoes. They let the quarter come to an end. Probably have an untimed play here on the two-point conversion. But, boy, how demoralizing for Mangum. You score, and then they return the kickoff. 64-6 our score. By the way, I want to say hi to my friend Todd Timms, who has joined us, member of the Bulldog Booster Club. Oh, my goodness. Great times that Todd and Larry Fisher and I had, not just in the broadcast booth, all the golf courses as well. We would go on road trips and play golf, and Larry will tell you the story about the time.
Drinking Mountain Dew?
Well, no. I didn't drink any Mountain Dew. But I lost the ball, high snap here, as they try the two-point kick. And, again, it comes up short. No good. And we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and finish that story. Todd, don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter on the way. 64-6. Classic Hits 97.7.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Nice moment during the break between quarters. They recognize all the veterans here at Moreland and at Mangum across the way that are in attendance this evening. And again, we've talked about it more than once, but we appreciate your service to our country, and we should say it every day. Fourth quarter about to get underway. 64-6 our score. Let's see if they run the clock. High end-over-end kick. Aiden Warner bobbles, makes the play at the 21, has the 25, breaks a tackle across the 30, still on his feet to about the 36, 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum from there. So, Timms and Fisher and I are playing prior to one of the ball games in the Oklahoma City metro area, as we often did. And actually, I think I believe we were playing Jimmy Austin. Now, Todd and Larry are good golfers. I'm not. Hit a tee shot on a par 3 over a bunker and into a shrub area. I went in looking for the ball, found it, somehow chunked it out. No big deal there. But as I'm coming out, I trip on the shrubbery and fall into the bunker. Thank you.
Did you make a snow angel?
Oh, I made something, and it wasn't anything we can talk about here. First down carry for Cray Manny. Manny, just a freshman. He'll pick up a couple on the play and bring up a 2nd down and 8. So, again, we would suspect the clock will probably move for the better part of the quarter. We would doubt that it stops very often.
I know we'll get a bunch of thank yous in towards the very end of the game, but we're sealed up here. But the Mangum cheerleaders and the Mangum band in the stands here tonight, it is cold, and they are still getting after it.
Manny again on the carry, right side, makes a move, has the 40, 45, and all the way out to the 49-yard line. He'll pick up a 1st down. Nice running there by Cray Manny. Yeah, and we extolled the band all season long and how much we enjoyed them. The cheerleaders do a great job. And, you can see in the camera shot there that there's good numbers across the way from Mangum.
Good crowd.
Yeah, they've
drive. Yeah.
Mangum fans have traveled well all year long. 1st and 10, 49-yard line of the Tigers. Manny going to get the carry here on the near side. Craig cuts it back inside the 50. We'll take it to about the 47-yard line of Moreland. 2nd down now. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, let's see if we start seeing some different players from Moreland get out there.
And you are. They brought in
their
second team here. as we roll through quarter number 4, 9:35 remaining, 64-6. And we wish the Bearcats good luck in week number 12. They were impressive here tonight. Manny, another carry, makes some nice moves, still on his feet, banging off a couple of tacklers, and will get it to the 42-yard line. He'll be shy of a first down by about a half yard, third down at about a half yard.
We're going to give it to him.
Oh, they did give it to him. All right, good spot there. Got the left foot instead of the right foot. We appreciate,
of course, our sponsors.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, and we'll get to them in a second, but Dr. Shane Booth,
of course,
for entrusting us the broadcast, without question.
He's a sports fan, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Aiden Warner going to keep it himself here and probably wishes that on the RPO he had handed it off to Manny. He'll get swallowed up by about 5 Moreland tacklers. Angie Williams says it pretty good. She says, always proud to be a Tiger. Thanks for an exciting season. And, this is a team that went 2-1 non-district play, lost back-to-back ball games to begin district play, and then went on a, 6-game winning or 5-game winning streak heading into tonight's ball game. So nothing to be ashamed of. It's been a tough night here. Second down now for the Tigers. Pride in motion. They'll toss it to him. Ashton cuts it back inside. Still on his feet at the 35. Breaking tackles. 30 down the far sideline. He's at the 20, 15, 10. Dives to the end zone. Did he get in? Yes! Touchdown! Ashton Pride will score from 42 yards away. And with 8 minutes of the clock running, Mangum their second score of the night. And it's 64-12. And again, they're going to let the clock run mercifully. 7:45 now.
Better watch for deer hidden, though.
Oh, thanks for that kiss of death.
It's
appreciate that.
It's
there. You go.
Time of year up here.
I'll be calling you.
You got a pickup. I got a car.
Cray Manny for the 2-point conversion bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers, then loses the football, and it's going to be recovered by Moreland. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And 64-12, 7:10 clock running here in the ball game. And we had a season off of broadcasting Mangum sports, missed it tremendously, but not enough good things to say about the Augustines, who broadcast last year and did a marvelous job. And
good guys, very good guys, and Mangum supporters through and through. They're going to be at every game. They're going to support their family and these kids, and so we do thank Scott and Chad. Appreciate you saying that, Michael. And I tell you what, there's nothing like a Michael Barnes broadcast, and we're glad to have you. And I know everyone is too. So it's good. It's been a good year, and we're just getting going as far as Mangum sports. So look out.
Yeah, look forward to the basketball season. As we mentioned, it tips off on Tuesday night, December 6th. We'll be at Cheyenne-Raden, and then we will head to Burns Flat for that tournament on the 8th, 9th, and 10th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And actually, the month of December and January, chock full of basketball. I mean, there is a lot of basketball that we will get to take part in. Looking forward to it as well.
Yep. Cold outside and a hot, steamy gym, that's what it's all about.
Well, it is for me. I can tell you that much.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only decent thing about it.
I tell you what, we're also looking forward to, as a little nugget here for you, is Raven Cade in the Thunderdome at WOSC.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, she does a good job and I know works hard at it. So
be a Tunde's kick fielded here on the near side, 25-yard line, and out to the 34 will go the up back. And running hard there was Grayson Bridges. Yeah, and in fact, again, because of my health, had to take that year off last year, and I am grateful that my health has returned to even better than it was before. But you talk about hot, sweaty gyms, and you talk about Raven. in the Tri-County Championship Bowl game last year at Western Oklahoma State College. She got me a front row seat, and that was as good as it gets.
That was exciting.
That was fantastic. And so we look forward to that as the Tri-County tournament will be back at WOSC that third week in January. Of course, we'll be at Merritt for their tournament right after the first of the new year. So a lot of fun during the high school basketball season coming up. Brian Bingham, of course, in his first year at Mangum, will be coaching the girls' squad. And, Nathan Pennypacker's team's always going to be fun on the boys' side.
Yep, should be fun. And, again, that Tri-County is chock full of rivalries. Luther makes that drive, and they represent well, bring a good crowd, and they've got good competitive teams. And so that is a very good basketball tournament.
And I heard talk that there was maybe wanting to move the Tri-County away from OSC in future years. I hope not.
Yeah, I do too. I hope not too. They just keep it right there at WOSC.
Ball loose on the field here as the new quarterback, Bodie Allen, lost it. I think he may have gotten back on it. Let's see.
They're pointing that way, yeah. He pitched it, and the running back had no more idea than the goat he was coming.
Nathan Augustine actually came up with the loose football. So congratulations to Nate. We'll see him on the basketball court in a couple of weeks. Sam Powers, who we just have the utmost respect for. What he stands for, the integrity, what he demands of his kids. And how appropriate is this? They're running the clock, and with 3:03 left, we have to stop it because the sprinklers came on.
Here, let's get a good shot.
Oh, my goodness. That right there has been the night for the Mangum Tigers.
Yes.
It started with the kickoff to begin the ball game, and again, you're running the clock, trying to get out of here, and the sprinklers come on the near sideline. And the official says, that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and run it. 2:50 left in the ball game. Wow. 1st and 10. And handoff here on the near side. And look at that run right up the middle of the field, inside the 10 to the 5. And that's Biatonde Pasquale with a touchdown. Yes, sir.
He traveled a long way for that, my friend.
Ooh la la! For the place kicker from France. How about that?
Oui.
Savoir-faire, he is everywhere. So Biatonde, how about that? Late in the ball game, getting a chance to run the football, and he will score. I know his teammates absolutely love that. Now he's got to gather himself and try the extra point. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. So Biatonde with a long run for the touchdown. 2 minutes and running here in the ball game. That makes it 64-19, and you got to love that.
Yeah, that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Foreign exchange student in Mangum, and he's a good-looking athlete. And we hope that Coach Pennypacker has a
good to see you, man.
Michael's friends passing through.
Yeah. Cowboys, C.J. Montgomery. Leland Searcy, hadn't seen those guys in a long time, spent a lot of time doing sports with them. And Leland, an official. We did ball games together on air.
Cool.
CJ and I did a lot of games together as well. So
they've been on top of a press box or two, huh?
Yes, we have. We certainly have. Minute 15 left of the ball game. Probably one of our more memorable broadcasts was 1994 Class 4A state championship. Woodward Boomers won it in triple overtime at Lewis Field in Stillwater. That was some kind of game. And the Mitchell brothers, Mike, who passed away about 4 years ago, and his brother Gary were in the booth, and I was on the sidelines. Here's Biatonde's kick. Comes up short and will hit at about the 20, fielded there, and breaking tackles, trying to return it as far as he can. Will be back. 1st and 10 now for Moreland with 33 seconds remaining, and that'll be probably it right there. I just got to say, Mike and Gary, though, a great moment in broadcast history. They got so excited. And Gary said something to the effect, well, the Boomers have it 1st and 10 at the 51. And Mike, and they both were attorneys, and Mike, without him missing a beat, said, are we playing Canadian rules football?
That is all she wrote right there.
Sprinklers are off, the clock shows zeros, and this one is over. Final score, Moreland 64, Mangum 19. We're back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
And we're back.
Be safe. We're back. Tommy Pride coming by and telling him to be safe as he makes his way and get down on the field and congratulate Moreland on their victory. Bearcats impressive here tonight. My goodness.
Yep.
As they win it by a final score of 64-19. And I don't know, tough way to end the season for the Mangum Tigers, but it was a good season nonetheless.
Very good football season for the Mangum Tigers. Congratulations to Coach Powers and the entire coaching staff and all the players as well. The seniors wrapping up their football season here in Moreland, but good program, very good program that Coach Powers has built from the bottom up. He's got good young kids coming up. Augustine Scott had mentioned that the some young players in junior high are good, solid-looking kids and athletes, and so the future is bright for the Mangum Tigers, and so we're looking forward to the next football season.
And by the way, we want to tip our cap to Jake Allen and the Moreland Bearcats. This is a good-looking football team. I mean, I know there were some mistakes made by Mangum, but the Bearcats took advantage of those mistakes, and they put their foot on the throttle and never looked back.
Yeah, going to be a tough out. The winner of Dibble and Crescent, don't know where, but we do wish them the best moving forward. Very good football team in this district.
Loaded.
Loaded for sure. Fairview and them and Hooker and so it's going to be fun to watch and maybe watch the scores as the Moreland Bearcats advance through the Class A playoffs.
And I'm not able to. I've been trying to pull up some scores and not able to do so.
Okay, I do want to take this moment, and I know you do as well, thank all the sponsors. I just cannot tell you how critical it is that we have the support we have for the Mangum Tigers in every sport that we cover. We get charged a nice little fee from the OSSAA. They make their money on the season on the gate, on ticket sales in playoffs in every sport. So every ticket that somebody buys goes to them, and since we do video and may have kept a soul or two back home or somewhere else in the warmth, they charge us to do these games, and it's not cheap. So we thank you, all the sponsors. It's always a great response, and we appreciate Dean Minnick and every sponsor on our list. You guys have been awesome every year supporting Mangum, and we cannot do this without you. So thank you. I mean, we've got a Verizon and T-Mobile bill that'll make you cry, and with data that we do because of the video. And so anyway, we thank all of our sponsors because it just would not be possible without you.
All right, the scores came out. Fairview beat Snyder tonight 60-0. No score there, so Fairview will advance. Walter's going to be the only team out of the district that will advance. They lead Burns-Flatdale City late in the fourth. It's 26-0 there. And it's Hooker beating Apache 42-16 late in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Yep, tough district. Going to be fun to keep up with the teams in the area. And it is on to Coach Pennypacker, Coach Bingham, and getting inside that gym and maybe sweating off a few LBs, getting basketball shape as we head toward the season. You said what season starts the 10th?
No, December 6th. December 6th.
Okay.
December 6th at Cheyenne Raiden.
Got it.
All right. Again, our thanks to the staff and administration at Mangum High School, all the great interviews that we had throughout this season, the fun that we had, you folks who joined us on Facebook And Sam Powers, again, if I could go back and play football for 10 weeks, it would be with Sam Powers as my coach. So for Chad Fox, I'm Michael Barnes. The football season is over. We'll see you again come December. Have a safe and happy weekend. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Lots of blessings out there, including Classic Hits 97.7.